Thanks for tuning in to Jam Happy Hour, benefiting Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. I'm Michelle, the M in Jam Sellers, that with my husband John, we started a decade ago. Sweet Relief is a nonprofit fund that provides financial assistance for career musicians and industry workers who are struggling to make ends meet. And with your help, over the next 12 months, Jam Sellers is committed to raising $25,000 for Sweet Relief. Simply listen in, comment, share, or like, and Jam Sellers will donate $1 up to $2,500 per show if you do. Plus, you can click or text to donate directly to Sweet Relief. So pour yourself a glass of butter Chardonnay and get ready to enjoy some new music. Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Welcome into the Jam Happy Hour, benefiting the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. My name is Jana. Today we're going to be joined by Zoe Ko, jumping in from the West Coast. Hello, Zoe.
Hello. I'm Zoe. This is Eli.
Hey, Eli. Thank you guys for being here with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to take an hour and get to know each other a little bit better, and all while raising money for this really cool fund that supports live music. And the cool thing is everybody who's watching along, they get the easiest part of the job. We have to talk and perform. They get to click, like, share, toss an emoji up. Every time you do that, we're going to donate $1 on their behalf to the fund in your name. So let's have some fun with this. Welcome into the Jam Happy Hour, Zoe Ko.
Than's for having me. I'm excited to be here.
No,
so
super
cool.
excited. It's going to be an interesting hour because I can already tell you and I are going to have no trouble talking, but before it gets away from us, and I can kind of tell it already is, and I love it, I love to jump in with a song right away. And what song of yours do you think is going to be a great tone setter?
Yeah. So the very first song we have here is called Baby Teeth, and it is the title track off of my debut EP from last year. And yeah, it's a little bit about just like holding on to past traumas and not being able to let go of some like high school drama, family drama, whatever. And it's just a silly metaphor with a tooth.
I would have not gotten that metaphor, but it makes beautiful sense. And now that you say it like that, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a box of baby teeth. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Hold on to some things, you know?
There you go. Zoe Ko in the Jam Happy Hour with Baby Teeth. It's all yours. Take it away.
Here it is. Started going south when my name got chewed up in Jenny's mouth, and it spread like aerosol, painted bathroom stalls, rumors mountain tall. But I am not gonna cry, but I can't help how I feel sometimes, like I'm such an imposter, just somebody's daughter, scared of treading water. I still keep baby teeth, so I don't forget. Got a habit that hate 2 feet I like to wear around my neck. Yeah, I don't wanna think of all the pieces that I'm made of. Even though it eats me to save them, I still keep baby teeth. Hold on a little longer. Say I'm fine, cause I make my dime working a job that I don't like, but I'm getting by. I'm picking pennies off the sidewalk, takes my mind off. Want to grow out of it, they come at a price. And I am not gonna lie, I got bruises that'll stain for life, and boxes in the attic keep me symptomatic. Everywhere I wander, I still keep baby teeth, so I don't forget. Got a habit that hate 2 feet I like to wear around my neck. Yeah, I don't wanna think of all the pieces that I'm made of. Even though it eats me to save them, I still keep baby teeth. Hold on a little, it started going south. And it's only getting worse. Faceplant in the dirt. I can taste the earth, but I don't care about it hurts, cause I still keep baby teeth, so
Oh. Where did it go? I don't know. Now I'm not here. But can you hear me?
Vanished. I can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, beautiful. Then we'll just keep going with it. I don't know what's happening there. But the metaphor of like baby teeth is actually a pretty cool one, because those are things that people kind of like, stick away, hide away. It's not out, for everybody to see. And then like with the song, you're coming back in and being like, oh no, it's all still very much happening and there. Yeah. I do want to talk about what's happening as far as what you've got coming up and singles and whatnot, but it feels like a good time. We're going to jump in on the second song. I'm going to figure out what's going on here. And what would you like to perform for us next?
Yeah, so I have a whole bunch of like more dancey songs out, but I decided to, since we're like doing a little acoustic set, pull back to some of the older ones that I have out that are a little more sweet and pretty. This one was the last one I ever put out when I was still living in New York, and I'm from New York. Now I'm in LA. And it was like a beautiful metaphor to me. My like really long relationship like treated me very well. It was a wonderful relationship, but we just like, we're not meant to be. Right. And the metaphor of a fire escape of like, exiting this building, exiting the apartment, exiting the relationship meant a lot to me. So this is called Fire Escape.
Here you go, Zoe Ko and the Jam Happy Hour.
I can't speak to you like I once did. The words go through your ears from out my lips. A sweeping under the carpet, a waste of our New York apartment. We're buried to our neck in our messes, with broken parts that went unnoticed. But before we call it, let's take a moment. Oh, 'cause we changed one another, done enough good for each other. Cracks running through the floorboards, watch the ceiling caving inwards. Spin me for the last time, like it's not really goodbye when you go out the back gate, and I go down the fire escape. Yeah, when's the last time you sat next to me? Cold furniture we picked up off the street. Yeah, we used to joke how if we ended up burning, we'd leave the stove on purpose so no one else could know the things we felt. Left the window cracked and now it's open. But before we call it, let's take a moment. Oh, 'cause we changed one another, done enough good for each other. Cracks running through the floorboards, watch the ceiling caving inwards. Spin me for the last time, like it's not really goodbye when you go out the back gate. Then I go down the fire escape and through the park and up towards 18th. I never ride the bus, but it's the last place you'd be seen. There's sirens screaming across the scene and smoke that you can taste a couple miles away. It'll be that bittersweet, 'cause we changed one another, done enough good for each other. Cracks running through the floorboards, watch the ceiling caving inwards. Spin me for the last time, like it's not really goodbye when you go out the back gate, and I go down the fire escape.
I'm back.
She's back.
I'm back. And you're back. You really like excel at metaphors, I have to say.
Thanks.
Like Do you think in those terms? Because like as soon as the words come out of your mouth, it's like, oh yeah, I can totally see that that makes sense. So is that what you're thinking like when you're trying to start like putting these songs together?
Yeah, for sure. I just like love various words and the way they sound or like the visual image that it gives for me.
Sure.
And then I'll just be like, okay, what can we like turn that into as a song wise? Like metaphor, I was like very emotional when I was writing all these songs like a year ago. And so now I like, just made, all these little cute words to me into like big metaphors for my life and what I was going through.
I always find it very interesting, especially, as not only as a songwriter, but as a performer too. Like you write these songs from such a very kind of a visceral place often. Sometimes it can be silly little songs, but more often than not, you're writing them from a place of like feeling and healing. How odd is it to revisit it a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later? Obviously, you have since moved on, but the emotions of those songs are still very much in that moment. Does that ever mess with you?
Yeah, it does, to be honest. Like I haven't even sung these few songs, like, some of the songs that I'm going to be singing today, in months and months. And like, it's so weird. I'm like, oh my God, like when I wrote that, I was so baby. It's so different. And now I'm like, like doing more like Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, like Gwen Stefani, like dance rock pop songs. And it's just so funny. I'm like, LOL, what has happened to me? But
really,
no, I love it though. Like, I feel like it's almost like looking back at like an old journal entry or something. That's what it feels like.
I've heard that before, like, especially when you get like a discography that's, you got, 5, 10, 15 years, you can always look back on these snapshots in life of what you were going through then. Have you always kind of been thinking in that multi-genre sense of, you've got your rocker, broody songs, or you've got your lighter poppy songs? Like, have you always been all of it? Or is it just like you kind of feel yourself shifting through the genres a little bit as you continue in this industry?
Yeah, I feel like some artists like can only do one thing, and that's exactly like what their sound is. For me, I've always just like been really interested by every single genre, like could sing every genre, like all these things. And so it was really difficult for me, and still is, I feel like, to really find like one thing that represents me. And I think nothing ever will, And I just feel like I grew up in a time where like playlists were how you discovered music too. So I wasn't listening to full albums as much. I was just like very single and song based. And so that I think just like affected me a lot. And I still write like that. I just like certain sounds and I'm like, let's dive into that right now. And it matches the energy of this, story. So
it's a really cool observation though that you make. Cause like for some of us that grew up in the album, industry, or even like you listen to a radio station that was in a genre, nowadays you just like hit play on your favorite song and other things get pulled into the algorithm that maybe you're not even picking up on, but they're kind of put there. Which reminds me, if you're enjoying Zoe, please add her to all of your playlists and like and share and click, because the algorithm is a tricky place, but every little bit helps. And especially if you're just enjoying the conversation, please continue to follow along with _Sellers there in your favorite platforms as well. As tonight we are raising money for the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund, so continue with your likes and your hearts, and we will donate $1 on your behalf to this really cool fund. Because live music, I mean, you as a performer, you get to go out and enjoy it. Under you and Eli are getting ready to go off on a tour. Like, you get to be in it all day, every day. How hard is it to keep your stamina up when you are out on the road like that?
It's definitely like a challenge, but it also is so fun. And like both of us just like love being on the road. We have such a good time. I think we're just like really grateful to be able to like share a moment with like, a lot of people for 30 minutes each given night. So and it's like fun. It's kind of just like, I get to wear my little outfit and my sparkly bra, and who doesn't love that? Like, it's definitely
any day
like
you can wear a sparkly bra.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you go check out,
I do now, but
Zoe's Instagram, you're going to see like fashion is like the third character of this play, and you definitely have some fun with it. How difficult is it to pack for tour when you have to think of all of those things as well?
I like made it very easy for myself. I decided pretty early on that I wanted to do like a uniform for live shows, and then like switch it up for other visuals. But I think I might be going away from that now, just because I'm like, have a little bit more to invest in like clothes and can work with brands and stuff now, which is really exciting. But
That's cool.
yeah, no, basically just going with a whole uniform. So my suitcase is tiny. It's just like a few sparkly bras, 2 skirts, and that's kind of like it.
The only way to travel. What can you tell us about the upcoming tour? What part of the country are you hitting? Who are you rolling with?
Yeah, so we're going to be opening for Zoe Ko, and
Cool.
it's her North America run, and we're hitting like New York, LA, San Francisco, Philly, and Toronto.
Small markets. Very small markets.
Tiny.
So
Teeny
you're
tiny.
from New York, aren't you?
Yes.
So do you get to kind of go
home?
home and play for your friends and your fam? Like, you're going to have like a packed out show?
Yeah, it's going to be great. I love getting to like visit New York all the time. Like now that I'm in LA, I miss it all the time. I always stay with my old roommate and best friends and like we'll just have a great time. Like after the show, we'll just like watch a Disney movie together or something, and it's great.
Aw, you get your rock and roll on, and then you just get your comfort food on. Oh,
Yes,
and I bet
exactly.
there is a place you love to go when you're back home. What restaurant are you going to?
Oh man, there's this new like Japanese restaurant that's right next to my friend's place. It's called 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘. It's just this cute little Japanese restaurant, and it just like, oh my god, it tastes so good every time. And then there's also a Chinese food place, and it's called 3 Times, and it's like, I feel like it's underrated, but I really love it.
You love it.
I love it.
For everybody watching along, if you want to drop an emoji of your favorite kind of food, please feel free to do so. We will donate $1 on your behalf for the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. And plus, we can kind of see what everybody's hungry for tonight while you're enjoying the Jam Happy Hour here with Zoe Ko. We've got a few more songs to get into and definitely a lot more stories to get into. So if you've got friends that you think would enjoy listening to the conversation and the great music, please share, because we will donate on your behalf as well, and pull all your friends in for this great hour of music with Zoe here. What song would you like to jump in? We are about 15 minutes in.
Cool.
So
Yeah, this
are you
one is
thinking?
called Tangerine. Also a crazy metaphor.
I love this.
It's like positivity and like the sun at the end of the tunnel or something.
Aw.
Yeah, and it's definitely about like me growing up in New York and how life is a little hard sometimes, but it's all tangerine is the main line. So
I love a good
Here it
metaphor.
is.
Tangerine. Zoe Ko here in the Jam Happy Hour.
"2011 on a subway. I was 11 with a weapon in the pocket of my dress. If someone tried to mess, this birdie would go off and I'd be calling up the feds. Volume up to kill the time. Gotham City and I had to make it mine. Stepping over cracks, overly outspoken, never really broken, just some bottled up emotion. Oh, what do I know? Not too much at all, just a little bit. Oh, let me spill the fucking truth. The universe is mean, missing screws in a big machine. But I go, 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 go till I burn holes in my feet. And there's no taste bad enough. You can't rinse out Listerine. And I no, 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 it's all tangerine. If life was a person, it'd be 10 feet tall. That's just me complaining, guess I've always been small. Picked up to be thrown around a hand-me-down doll. Bet you never seen a Barbie with some bruises play ball. But oh, what do I know? Not too much at all, just a little bit. Oh, let me spill the fucking truth. The universe is mean, missing screws in a big machine. But I go, 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 go till I burn holes in my feet. 'Cause there's no taste bad enough. You can't rinse out with Listerine. And I no, 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 it's all tangerine. Oh, now I kinda wanna scream it. Oh, where's my goddamn tangerine? I'm so done with smiling through my teeth. So, oh, where's my goddamn tangerine?
thank you.
There's definitely some rock influence in that one. And you started musically like pretty early on, where most kids are just kind of figure out what the hell's going on in their lives. You're already like, cranking out songs like the age of 12, 13. Do you remember when you realized like, I can sing?
I feel like, well, I was an only child growing up, and that like influenced, I feel like, my music path a lot. My mom, would be working or anything, and we'd go to the library on the weekends and like get stacks of CDs, and I would just like sing and dance to CDs all day long. Like music was my family, my best friend, like growing up.
Your babysitter.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, no, I feel like I always knew I just like had a connection with it. I definitely didn't think I sounded bad, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go with it. And then like I started like really writing songs, and specifically like poetry, and just putting melody to poems and stuff, like honestly, like at like 7, 9 years old.
Super
and my
young.
one uncle, like super young, I had no idea, but it was how I was like, letting out my feelings. And my uncle, like, he was a jazz guitarist, and he like showed me garage band, would like put chords to the little a cappella melodies and songs that I had. And eventually I learned like pop structure of songs, and then wrote my first like long form normal pop structure song when my grandpa passed away, and it was just like how it came out, performed at his funeral, and that was like my first ever performance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, to kind of like walk into something through having to walk through that. But I love that you were talking about structure, and you're already talking like the technical side of songwriting. Like you really did have somebody kind of like pull you along, and like, you need to learn this, you need to learn this. And now you're at a point where, you're out, you're doing the music, and you are inspiring other artists. So if you could tell that 12-year-old, that 13-year-old, that's trying to do what you did, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, I think like the biggest thing is to not compare yourself to anyone. Truly trust the process, and trust that you have your own path, and things will come to you if you like work hard enough and put your music out there. Yeah.
That's great. Like, always be yourself. We all come back around to that kind of lesson.
There's nothing else to do.
Well, and if you try to do anything else, it doesn't come off as authentic. And if it's not authentic, it's not flying these days.
Exactly.
Which I have to say about your socials and whatnot, like, you do come across as you're having a good time. You're being authentic in the music. And how hard is that for you to? It's not just about songwriting anymore. It's not about just singing anymore. It's all the things now. You have to do the socials. You have to do the content. You have to do the shows and the songs. This, that, and the other. Like, how do you feel about having the world right there in your pocket everywhere you go?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot. Like, I definitely signed up to be an artist, a songwriter, a singer first, and didn't know that I was going to have to be a full influencer on the side. But honestly, it's really fun still. Like, it's a lot, but I don't know, like, I can't really complain. Like, this is such an amazing job to have, so if I have to post a little, be crazy on social media, that's fine, I'll do it.
Like, it's cool, it's fun with me.
Yeah.
What was the first concert you remember wanting to go to that you went to? Not one you got dragged to, but like the one you're like, I want to go to this, take me there, Mom.
Right, I never say his name right, but Hosier, that was my first concert.
Hosier?
Yeah, and literally
Not a bad
sobbing. I was fucking sobbing with my cousin. We were just like 12, 13 or something. And George Ezra like opened for him, and that was amazing. But I think like I went to some like childhood like Disney band concert, but I don't remember it because I was like so young. But they were like all different colors and stuff. Like it was like basically the Teletubbies, but like in concert. It was crazy. I don't remember who they were, but the image always lingers with me.
Well, if you're watching along, I'm curious, what was your first concert as well? Thanks for enjoying the Jam Happy Hour, benefiting Sweet Relief Musicians Fund here with Zoe Ko. What was your first concert? For every answer you give, we'll donate $1 on your behalf to the fund, which is just kind of a fun way to see first concerts. Mine was Madonna. With the Beastie Boys opened up.
Oh my God.
Like,
Eli said that.
That is super cool.
I got in trouble for wearing the T-shirt to school the next day.
What?
It had the word virgin on it.
Okay, like whatever.
How
That's
times
pure,
have
whatever.
changed. But it was awesome. So yeah, y'all coming along with your first concerts and whatnot, and we will continue along here. I want to know about those musical influences that you talked about, dancing and singing and having these stacks of CDs. But do any of those CDs stand out to you? Like you could still listen to them front to back today of being like super influential on your sound?
I don't know. I like a lot of them were like CDs that were just like songs put together. It wasn't even like albums and stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. It was just like top 10 caliente songs. Like it was like literally like such random CDs that I picked. But
now that's pop or like
yeah, literally like any of those kind of things. I loved Amy Winehouse growing up like as a kid, and I really liked the Beatles and Talking Heads. My mom would always play, and that I definitely feel like influenced me. And then very early on, like all the pop queens I loved, just like every single one of them.
You talk about Gwen Stefani. You talk about somebody who's been at it a very long time, a very unique style, relatively staying true to herself, whether she's in the band or doing solo stuff. She's still super relevant today. I mean, she just put a song out for the Olympics today with
I literally
Anderson
just saw
.Paak.
that on New Music Friday.
Like, what in the world?
I know.
Do you see yourself having that kind of longevity in your musical career?
I hope so. I like never saw any other career for myself except maybe like helping rescue dogs. But so I think I'm just going to be in this until people won't have me anymore.
Well, that feels like a great transition for me. Let's jump back in for some more music here with Zoe Ko in the Jam Happy Hour. And if you are enjoying it, do please continue to like and share the music. Jump into her socials, see what she's all about. What song would you like to perform for us next?
This one is called Line. I'm really hitting you with all the New York metaphors specifically too.
I love it.
The subway line basically, and it's like a metaphor for in a relationship, like if someone's willing to go on the full adventure of being in a relationship with you.
Here's Line in the Jam Happy Hour with Zoe Ko.
Friday and we're doing fine, but maybe that's just my luck. Careful before I change my mind. I'm known to really fuck things up, but we were riding on a subway line, and you said it doesn't change things, but I don't wanna waste your life when I'm floating in the dark. I'll bring you down. Never really learned how to love, and I can't seem to figure it out. I'll string you out, still you want me bad enough that you're willing to come for the ride. Are you willing to ride my line, 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 line? I didn't think that a love could be so healthy, staying and kissing him, always here for me. But the closer we get, the more I want to leave. It's self-sabotage, self-sabotage. But we were riding on a subway line, and you said it doesn't change things, but I don't wanna waste your life while I'm floating in the dark. I'll bring you down. Never really learned how to love, and I can't seem to figure it out. I'll string you out, still you want me bad enough. You're willing to come for the ride. Are you willing to ride my line, 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 line? But I'm sorry, every part of me thinks that I should leave, run away, never come back. I can't see what's in front of me. You're right in front of me, you're right in front of me. I'll bring you down. Never really learned how to love, I'll string you out, still you want me bad enough. You're willing to come for the ride. You're willing to come for the ride.
Thanks again to Zoe Ko and Eli hanging out here in the Jam Happy Hour. This one benefiting the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. So thank you again for just kind of enjoying the music and the conversation and comment and liking and sharing so we can raise some money for this super cool fun. Supporting live music, not just, the performances, but all the way to the back of the house and, all the people that make it happen day in and day out. And live music is just so good for the soul. You said your first show was at Hosier, but have you gone to any shows where you were just like so smacked in the face? You were like, I've got to step up my game, or this is like transformative, or you're just like, holy cow, wow. Like, who's really impressed you lately?
Yeah. Well, I keep like saying this when someone asks me this. It was Gwen Stefani's little surprise show at a Spotify event. There was like only like 100, 150 people there. Such a small room. And then she was the special guest. I was like literally going to leave. Thank God I didn't. I was like literally going to hook up with a guy. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay though. And then Gwen Stefani comes out. Right. And I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. and then she like literally blew my mind. And it was amazing. And it was, perfect. And now I'm like, wow, I just need to be like her.
Well, like her and also like you in the sense, I mean, you're obviously both into fashion, you're both into multi-genre music, you're both into just kind of being yourself and having a lot of fun with it too. It seems like you're having a really great time, with everything that you're doing, and especially with getting ready to go back out onto the road. Do you have like a pre-show routine to kind of psych yourself up? Because you're high energy on stage. Like you can't, like you guys were talking about the last tour, like you both ended up getting sick. Like, how do you bring the energy day in and day out?
Well, on tour, like he knows, like I become like a little anxious being, so I'm always like, oh my God, I have anxiety. And then we'll do our little like, what is it? Count off.
Yeah, it's like, what do you even call it? It's like you do a lot of like
the shakes.
Yeah. But it's like a routine of sorts, a shake routine.
And it's just Eli and I going 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just getting all this, getting all the mess out.
Yes, exactly. Get a little pep in your step, a little bounce, and then you can bop on stage. Be like, oh my God, hi everybody. Yeah.
Do you think of it as a character when you go on stage, or is it like, this is just so fully, completely unfiltered me, or do you kind of go into a place where you're like, click, now here we go, Zoe Ko on stage?
I'm definitely like, I try and be a little more cool girl. Like I'm actually a little weird and quirky and strange. So I feel like I'll like lock in the cool girl a little bit more and make sure not to like just like say or do weird noises and stuff. Like I'll say my little jokes that I have pre-made, that's all. But no, in general, like it's me, it's just like a little bit of a condensed version.
I mean, it's like you're getting the best of both worlds. Then you get to hype yourself up a little bit, but everybody still gets to experience you on 10. Maybe 12.
Shout out Hannah Montana.
Yes. Are you superstitious when it comes to, being on stage?
I don't think I've gotten superstitious, whatever that word is. Are you?
In what way?
Well, I've heard like some people are like, you can't step on your, guitar cord, or, if you got to walk on the stage from the same side every time, like just little like quirky things I find just so fun about artists.
Yeah. I mean, like, since I'm not the artist, I have like, I guess slightly different responsibilities. I'm more like just worried about all of the like, everything's plugged into the right thing.
You're technical.
Yeah. I would say that's what's mostly in my head, but.
How long have you guys been touring together?
Year and a half. Yeah, year and a half.
I mean, you seem like a really great team.
We're locked in.
Good, because you've got a lot coming your way in the very near future. What is the best way to keep up with all that you have tour-wise, music-wise? I know there's possibly some new stuff coming I want to dip into for a little bit, but what would you say is the best platform to keep up with what is next for Zoe Ko?
Yeah, I would say I post everything on TikTok and Instagram. So those little platforms, and like follow me on Spotify or whatever streaming platform you listen to. And yeah, the new music will always be there.
How cool is it that, you can create stuff, and I know you don't, haphazardly just kind of toss it out there, but you really can release anything you want at any time that you want. Is that
I know.
Is that a scary thing, or is that an awesome thing?
It's like sometimes too much power, because I'm like, oh my God, like, well, I could post anything. So what do I release or whatever, Mm-hmm. But it's also amazing, and I'm really grateful for it.
That's a great way to put it. Let's jump back into the music here in the Jam Happy Hour. Zoe Ko is our guest here this evening. And if you are just vibing out and enjoying the music on this beautiful Friday, please continue to add your comments and your likes and your shares. We will donate $1 on your behalf to the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. And we definitely, if you love live music, dig into that fund a little bit more and see if there's other ways that you can help keep live music alive. But for our 5th song here in the Jam Happy Hour, what would you like to perform next, Zoe Ko?
Well, this is when I really got more rocky and, dove into that energy. This is called Lovesick in Public. And it was just, it was based off of, like, yes, a true story, but more like I wasn't that lovesick in public. It was just him. But in the song, I say it's also me.
You're like, let's be honest now.
Right. Let's be honest. I wasn't that into it. But it's a good song.
All right. It's Lovesick in Public with Zoe Ko in the Jam Happy Hour. All yours.
Throw up cause I'm feeling kinda lovesick. Tapes running in my head, getting scratched up bad. But I can't stop watching it back. Last night you really got in my head. How'd I get hung up on what you did, when all you did was kiss my neck? My brain's not listening, can't hide the evidence. Oh, I can't comprehend the endless loop of me and you. My cheeks red like a cherry. Help me, cause I am buried. Lovesick in public. I'm hooked on the way that you taste. I know I'm headed for heartbreak. I got feelings, no concealing. There is no way that he doesn't know. I keep you in my little locket. Grow up and call me when you want it like that. Don't act like you don't want it bad. Can't lie, I can see you watching. Had to get hung up on what I did, when all I did was pout my lips. My brain's not listening, no, can't hide the evidence. Oh, I can't comprehend the endless loop of me and you. My cheeks red like a cherry. Help me, cause I am buried. Lovesick in public. I'm hooked on the way that you taste. I know I'm headed for heartbreak. I got feelings, no concealing. There is no way that he doesn't know. Lovesick in public. I'm feeling lovesick. Lovesick in public. Wait, does anyone have a bag? I'm gonna. My cheeks red like a cherry. Help me, cause I am very lovesick in public. I'm hooked on the way that you taste. I know I'm headed for heartbreak. I caught feelings, no concealing. There is no way that he doesn't know.
It's a really great play on words, and the visuals are legit. I think everybody's been in that sense where you're like, oh, this is happening. Lovesick in Public. We love that. Zoe Ko here in the Jam Happy Hour. Speaking of visuals, because you gave it on that one. That was so good. Clearly, you take one look at your socials and you're very much into how a song is going to look, how it's going to come across, how you are going to come across. Is it something that you actively think of when you're creating a song or creating a content or, really, everything that you're kind of putting together. Is it a vibe that you're going for? Because it is sick on your Instagram. And I'm like, it's on point. You're doing what you're doing. But obviously, has that always been a part of your plan, or does the visual kind of come after the fact?
Yeah, I feel like, the music is just me writing. I'm not thinking anything ahead of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the song is chosen to come out, or it does something on social media or something, then I'll really craft the world around it. And I don't have a creative director. I now work with directors for music videos and stuff, but it's all me usually, just figuring out what the best visual world is for a song.
Well, how is it, as an artist who's done, a lot on her own or with a very small group of people, to now find yourself in a situation where you are in a collaborative, atmosphere, and you are dealing, not only just with industry folks, but people that can help. It's double-sided. People that can either help pull your vision out or maybe help give you another way to look at something. But now you've got more cooks in the kitchen. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's sick. I feel like it's just, more tools and more eyes and minds on it, and which I love. I'm obviously incredibly blunt, and I know exactly what I want, so I will come in
so not like
headstrong. I know, lips. I'll come in, totally know what I want and everything, and then every team member will just bring it to life, expand on that. So I feel like it's good. I feel like I've been really fortunate and only working with team members that really get my world and know the whole vibe. I feel like
it's a bonkers industry. Lord knows there are many nooks and crannies and corners. What's been one of the cooler things that you've learned just recently about this little thing we like to call the music industry?
I don't even know. Less about the actual industry, I guess, but people have been way more responsive to when I take what I believe are more risks. This Lovesick in Public song, it was very different. It was a little bit of a departure. It was a little more out there and crazy to me at the time. Now it's very tame to me. But every time I take a bigger risk, it's always rewarded. And whether that be in the industry and in a room with...
in life.
Yeah, executives or whatever, the more risks you're taking and the more it's authentic to you and stuff, I feel like it gets really rewarded. And we did this showcase for Big Loud, and I had this silly dream of being insane at this showcase and pantsing myself in front of the crowd. And so none of the executives, right? None of the executives in this, big label system would forget who I was. So I had these underwear underneath my skirt, and I flipped up my skirt with the lyric on the main chorus and everything every time it came around, and it was a hit, and no one forgot me since. And
nobody forgot it, and that worked out. So everybody remember that. Take the damn risk. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Right.
Oh, well. But in your case, you definitely got the attention, and that continues to work out really, really well for you. What is coming up next for Zoe Ko?
Yeah, so I haven't even teased either of these songs, but Dirt, my single the first single of this year, is getting remixed, and Sophie Powers is going to be featuring on it. And cool. Emmy Grace, and she's shredding on it. She's this amazing guitarist and other artist. And so that's coming out very soon, and I'm excited to start posting on it literally today and tomorrow. And and then I have another single coming out, and I'll be performing that on the tour right after the tour. So
you're stacked. I mean, between the tour, you got multiple new remix, new music on the way too. Is this going to carry you through into 25 and onward and upward?
Yeah, I got so many freaking songs in the bag right now. So we're just on our full release schedule, and every 4 to 7 weeks, I'll say. Expect
so
another
keep
one.
watching this space with Zoe Ko, because she's got a lot more new stuff coming your way. Can we tease one of the new songs out of you? Can we maybe hear it?
Oh God, we don't have that ready,
Doesn't
unfortunately.
go.
So no.
So watch that space, especially on her socials and her Spotify's and your iHearts and everything that you listen to, because it will be coming in the near future. And the visuals are going to start popping here soon as well.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm literally posting about it today. So
Well, what song would you like to play for us next here in the Jam Happy Hour?
Yeah, we were actually going to hit it with our 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘, Just a Girl cover.
How perfect.
Classic. Yes.
All right,
So
Just a Girl
sing
with
it if
Zoe
you
Ko.
know.
I think we do.
Take this pink ribbon off my eyes. I'm exposed and it's no big surprise. Don't you think I know exactly where I stand? 'Cause this world is forcing me to hold your hand. 'Cause I'm just a girl, a little old me. But don't let me out of your sight. Oh, I'm just a girl, all pretty and petite, but don't let me have any rights. Whoa, I've had it up to here. The moment that I step outside, so many reasons for me to run and hide. I can't do those little things I hold so dear, 'cause it's all those little things that I fear. 'Cause I'm just a girl and I'd rather not be, 'cause they won't let me drive late at night. No, I'm just a girl, just some kind of freak, 'cause they all sit and stare with their eyes. Oh, I'm just a girl, take a good look at me, your typical prototype. Oh, I've had it up to here. Whoa, am I making myself clear? 'Cause I'm just a girl. Yeah, I'm just a girl in the world, and that's all that you'll let me be. Oh, I'm just a girl living in captivity. A rule of thumb makes me worrisome. And oh, I'm just a girl, what's my destiny? Would I become so burdensome? Oh, I'm just a girl, my apologies. What I've succumbed to is making me numb. And oh, I'm just a girl, well, lucky me, Tweedledum, there's no comparison. Oh, I've had it up to, oh, I've had it up to, oh, I've had it up to here.
It is such a classic. It is so good, and you sound so
know,
fantastic
right?
doing it.
Thanks.
Zoe Ko here in the Jam Happy Hour with us. It is a sweet relief show, too, so if you want to comment along, we'll donate on your behalf. I was lucky enough, you talk about a lot of strong female leads in pop and rock and stuff like that. I was lucky enough to see 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘 and Pink duet that song.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
My face burned off. It was fantastic. Do you have any dream collaborations you'd like to put out into the universe?
Oh my God, I literally never know what to say to this. I'm into a Miley Cyrus collab, Måneskin collab, Måneskin, I don't know how to say it, and always Gwen, or like a revival, No Doubt moment. Love that.
Oh my gosh, that's good energy. That's really good energy. I love those answers, and on the spot too. That's solid, Zoe. We're going to be wrapping up here in the Jam Happy Hour in just a few minutes. I know you guys are super busy too. I want to remind everybody there is new music on the way soon. There is a tour coming through some major markets very soon, as in kicking off next week. So if you are in New York, LA, I think you mentioned Philly, they're going all over. So make sure you follow along with that, if you could leave anybody or everybody with like one final thing about Zoe Ko and the music to come, what would that be?
Oh my God. I don't know. I am just making some sassy dance pop rock songs, and if you need a little bit more of that, I got you, babe.
She got you. I love it. What are you going to take us out with tonight here in the Jam Happy Hour?
Yeah, I'm going to take you out with my little feministy song as well after Just a Girl, Pink Noise, and it was off my last EP.
All right, here you go. Pink Noise with Zoe Ko in the Jam Happy Hour.
My head's above the sink, I black out in the mirror every day for 30 minutes, so when I leave the house you see her. Well, it's a pretty little prison to be a girl and have opinions. Well, under glitter there's rage, there's just no other way to make them listen. It's an aesthetic, be in my presence, you're gonna watch me go from calm to uncollected, and I won't even have a choice. Cause it's the only way to think, pink noise. Turn it up so you can hear me, piercing through you like an earring. It's the only way to think, pink noise. Find it cute until it's ugly. I find this color on me lovely. It's the only way to think, only way. You know that one scene from that movie, the tortured prom queen in a bad dream. The kids are me and oh shit, she screams till the blood's dripping from the ceiling. That's how I'm feeling, I'm overheating. It's an aesthetic, that's where I'm headed, and in my head there goes a voice. Pink noise. Turn it up so you can hear me, piercing through you like an earring. It's the only way to think, pink noise. Find it cute until it's ugly. I find this color on me lovely. It's the only way to think, only way. I wear 9-inch boots that hurt my feet, curl my lashes up till I can't see, put on my skirt real tight till I can't breathe. Like I fake a laugh at jokes that aren't funny. I wear a smile until it hurts my teeth. When my brain has finally hit the brink, the only way to think, pain. Na na na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na na na, pain. Na na na, na 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 na, na 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 na, pink. Thank you.
You definitely got away with words with that one. If you guys enjoyed Pink Noise, Baby Teeth, including Tangerine too, it's all on the Baby Teeth EP, which came out last year. There is more new music coming out this year and many, many, many more songs and years to come. Thank you for spending the time. Eli, thank you.
Thank you guys. This was a pleasure.
This is so fun. Thank you.
Come back anytime, and hopefully we'll catch you out on the road. And for everybody who has been following along and enjoying, make sure you go check out more of Zoe and tell your friends about this broadcast so we can raise some more money for a great cause. But cheers to you and your crew and many more years, and lots of pink noise. Keep it up.
Heck yeah. Bye.